sense to enter right now? Like Mr. Kapoor also said, that it is a safer sector compared to the rest.
Yes, good morning to you and the viewers. See, absolutely, FMCG space has been buzzing for some time, but if you look at the overall market scenario, it has been a rotational sector. Rotational has been taking place, and we can see specific sectors are emerging out of the consolidation phase. For example, if you look at ITC, after a long time, we have seen just about few weeks back, ITC has been the stock that has shown a very sharp rise on the upside. And if you look at the FMCG sector chart, as you can clearly see that the overall sector is moving in an upward sloping channel. And currently it is nearing to that resistance zone. So there can be some consolidation or time-wise correction that we can expect it to see on the FMCG space, but that should be an opportunity to enter into the stocks. The topic can be something like HUL. We can clearly see that HUL has been showing some momentum on the upside after a brief consolidation, and we can it has shown a correction from around 2800 back to that 2650 mark, which is the upper trend line, which should act as a very good support, and we should start seeing a bounce back from here on. So I'm expecting HUL to be going towards the level of 2900. Also, there is a confluence of 50 days and the 20 days moving average. We can see that the stock has taken a very good support at the 50 days average and is trying to bounce back. The MACD indicator is also now near to zero, and there can be a positive crossover happening. So from the technical perspective, I think FMCG sector as a whole should outperform in the current space of the market. The outperformance can continue even if there is selling in the broader market. I think FMCG can hold ground. Not necessarily you might see all the stocks from the FMCG outperforming, but I'm bullish on HUL because of for the target of 2900, and I'm also expecting an up move to be there in Nestle, because Nestle has also come out to be at a very important support of the channel. We are seeing a bounce back happening. There is room on the upside. The momentum can build up. So overall, HUL and Nestle looks promising as of now. Some consolidation, short-term consolidation or time correction cannot be ruled out, but that should be used as an opportunity to enter this space.
All right, so that's a view coming in on Nestle as well as HUL from...
First one's for you, Ashish, Kyal. This is on the chart. Is Galaxy Surfactant a good buy for the short term? Is a question from Ashwani Kumar.
Yeah, see, the overall, there is some consolidation we can see in Galaxy Surfactant, but there is a possibility over short term, the stock can touch 3,600 levels on the upside. Maintain a stop loss of around 3,250 as long as that level is protected. Use dips as a buying opportunity for 3,600 levels.
For you, Mr. Kapoor, fundamental view on United Drilling Tools. I'm unsure if you are actually tracking this counter. Soumitra wants to know that whether it's worth entering at these levels. Will you be able to talk on this? Do you track United Drilling Tools by any chance?
Yes, see, the overall stock has shown an exceptional rise in today's session. If I can see, it's nearly quoting around 450 levels. Yeah, and yesterday it was around 390 or sub that. So there has been a huge rise with a very strong volume. So as of now, the stock is positive. But if you look at the overall chart, I do not see any meaningful investment. The reason being, it moves very erratically. You see a sharp rise and again it declines fastly. The volumes are erratic. So avoid this stock to be entering at the current levels, and possibly as an investment, it's a note from my side.
Mr. Kapoor, coming to you on Relaxo.
This one?
Overall stock, Glenmark Pharma has shown a very sharp correction from 690 levels to the 490, and his buy price is pretty high, I would say. Averaging out at the current levels can be done because there is a very important support at 4. We can average out some quantity. I think overall pharma space should start showing outperformance, because whenever the broader market has rallied, now the pharma has yet to participate. So Glenmark can be averaged out, and then he can look forward to exit this stock. There is a bounce back around 590 to 600, which is cost price after he averages out. So that should be the strategy. On the downside, 480 can be maintained as a very strict stop loss.
Okay, all right. Term query coming to you, Ashish, on the charts. He's looking to buy it now for only the next few days because he's anticipating, some movement in the run-up to the results, which are on 22nd of October. Would you suggest that he can consider expanding his time frame, or what should he do?
Over short term, yes, Federal Bank has given a very strong breakout. 91 was the level where it was finding resistance for quite some time. It was failing to go above that, and now it is managing to sustain at 94, 95 levels. So it has given a strong breakout that there is already a run up. So I would suggest if he gets any kind of a dip towards that 92 mark, which will act as a very important support. So buy around that 92 mark, expecting a target of 98 over short term, and then maintain a stop loss of 88. So this is purely from short-term trading perspective. 92 can be the entry area, 88 can be the stop loss, and 98 can be the target level.
One is for you, Mr. Kumar, Mr. Kapoor. I'm very sorry for that.
What should she bear in mind?
See, as a positional trade, if you are looking at it, the stock is consolidating. I think I would rather wait for it to cross back about that 1120 mark. If it manages to cross that 1120, yes, we can expect it to go towards that 1200 level. On the downside, the support is around the 1000 level on the downside. So the stock is also moving below its 10 days average. So I would wait for some breakout to happen. I think it can some kind of a triangle pattern right now. So buy as per the levels given.
This one also is for you, Ashish. This one is from Prashant. He wants a technical view on Amara Raja. He's saying that he's bought about 100 shares at 737 rupees per share 6 months ago, but the stock is range bound. So he wants to know whether he should hold or sell or hold for the longer term.
See, if you look at the auto ancillary space, there have been certain pockets that has done exceptionally well and certain stocks that are still not doing anything. So Amara Raja is one of those. If I am seeing the chart, it is putting around 715 levels. There was an attempt to cross that 780, but it failed again. So as of now, I would say hold on to your positions. Do not average out as of now unless 780 is taken out. So hold on here, but do not expect miracles to happen. Put a stop loss of 680. If it breaks that level, some signs of concerning can emerge out. So 680 is the stop loss. And I would turn bullish once it takes out 780 levels. So expect some consolidation within this range as of now.
I'm just trying to identify when Padmaja bought L&T Infotech. She says she purchased at 990 levels, which is seeming to me that she's bought quite a while back. The stock is currently trading at 6,791. So Ashish, assuming that she has bought a long while back, and I'm coming to you, Mr. Kapoor, on this one, should she consider booking partial profit? Hold on.
Can't get which stock?
If you look at the overall power space, there has been a very strong rally. Look at Tata Power and look at the other stocks also. There has been a good run up. And if you look at Adani Power, first of all, you should be comfortable on holding something which is a circuit stock. You can either see it going down by 5-10% circuit or up by 5-10% circuit. So if you are okay with that kind of a stock, then you can hold on over short term. We saw a decent run up in past 3 days. I think the short term targets can be 150 levels. That is what you can aim for. And on the downside, the stop loss can be maintained at around 115. So 115 can be the stop loss, 150 can be the but you should be comfortable in case it goes circuit down, you should be able to exit the stock. So keep that in mind.
The next one's ONGC.
To name a few.
Asking about this, Ashish, I'll come to you on the charts. Camlin Fine Sciences is the counter. We've got Rekha for one who's bought at levels of 197. But I think a couple of other viewers are also looking for a view on this. How does it look on the charts?
Camlin Fine Science actually made a top at 230 levels, and that too in the month of July, August, and post that it is just moving in the broad range. So I'm not expecting much to happen here. Even recently it went up towards 210, came back down, and now putting around 184 levels. So if I'm looking at the chart correctly, it is currently quoting at 184, and there is not much happening on the stock here. So I would suggest hold on for now. If you have positions, maintain a stop loss of around 170 on the downside. That's a little deep, but maintain that stop loss. And let's see, possibly if it goes back towards that 210, then exit from this stock as of now. If there is a pullback, use that as an opportunity to exit around 210, maintain 170 as a stop loss.
All right, with that, we actually take a switch to the rapid fire, where we request our experts to keep their answer really short, either buy, sell, hold, or avoid, or also you can give us very short rationale, maybe a sentence, so that we can onboard as many queries as possible. This one is from Lakshmi. Glenmark Life Sciences IPO got allotted at 720 rupees per share. Wants to hold for 1 year. Does it make sense? Ashish, Kyal, this one is for you.
No, not really. Exit from here. The stock is literally on the downside. So my suggestion would be exit.
Mr. Kapoor, IRCTC bought at levels of 4,200, 15 shares. Would you hold and wait for the split? The question is from Rajesh.
I would.
Okay. 170 and maintain a stop loss of 150.
Okay, this is Hari Sanjay Chawla asking about Aditya AMC recent listing. Mr. Kapoor, coming to you, bought at levels or purchased at levels of 740.